episode 3 of the Beer Approach. I just went to a pretty mediocre liquor store in Harvard Square. If you're a Harvard student, you probably know of it. And I picked up a beer I haven't seen before. It's called Franziskaner Weissbier. Guess where it's from? It's a German beer, so German wheat beer. And there's nothing about it on the bottle or the box it came in. I might have to do some web browsing. I've never had one, so this is a first for me. Let's do the. So it looks like it's pretty standard. Franziskaner Weissbier. Franziskaner Weissbier from Munich. Only promotes the legal. Okay then. So, they were at Oktoberfest in 2010. Products. Philosophy. Oh no, phone. I'm not going to get it though. Characteristic featuring the Weissbier's primary mate that it primarily makes use of wheat malt in addition to barley malt. Yes, a lot of wheat. The proportion of wheat malt in Franziskaner Weissbiers is especially high, being more than 2/3. Okay, so I have a feeling this is going to taste like a loaf of bread. Alright, so let's get this review started. I mean, this beer was just in a very crappy liquor store, and let's give it a smell. It's a wheat beer. I mean, you smell the barley. It smells like a bunch of bread, toasted oats, a little bit of fruit. Not much. I'll pour it out. Junior, I'm doing a review right now. My dog came in here doing a review. Alright, so we have the beer here. It's a very standard wheat, light golden color. The nose is a little fruitier actually when you pour it out. Pretty nice nose actually. Yeah, creamy head, caramel color. Very smoky like most wheat beers. So let's take a taste of it. It has that oaty flavor. A little nutty. There's some fruit in there too. It's kind of like a honey accent. It's really not that strong for a wheat beer. I've had a Hoegaarden. That's a lot more bready than this. I think I'll take another taste of it. A little cereally because it's the wheat beer. It has it's a very light characteristic. The aftertaste is a little more weedy, oaty than when you first taste it. When you swallow it, it tastes a little more oaty. But I do have that honey and fruity characteristic to it. It's pretty good. It's light. It's lighter than I was expecting. Wheat beer I usually think of as something that I better not eat a meal beforehand because I'm going to be full after drinking a few of them. But this is not that heavy tasting. The head is, pretty good consistency here, as you can tell. It's staying on the glass pretty well. And it's pretty good. One thing I will say is that the foam is a little bubbly. Well, of course it's bubbly, but it's a little more bubbly than other beers that I've been reviewing so far. It's good. I would actually say it's better than Hoegaarden, but the aftertaste, it's a little nutty, a little fruity, but there's also a dryness to it. the aroma kind of goes away pretty quick, and you're left with a dry feeling after swallowing. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not bad, and it's not the best, but it's solid. I think that it's a pretty good beer, and it's not as weedy. So if you're really looking for like a wheat beer that has that really full, rich, bready flavor, this one isn't quite there. It has the accents of the wheat flavor, but doesn't really have that bready feel to it. Tastes more like, a standard beer makes a little bit of wheat flavoring, if you get what I'm saying. But I do enjoy it. Would I recommend it? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's good, and it has some characteristic to it. It's not just standard wheat where it tastes like bread. There's actually some fruity and honey flavor in there as well. So it's not terrible. I'm just saying that it doesn't feel like it's mixed quite as well. The aftertaste is a little drying and a little unsatisfactory, a little watery aftertaste. But overall, it's a good beer. And if you want a wheat beer that's not quite as intense as others, I'd pick this up. Anyway, that is review number 3, and this was the first time I have done a first-time review. So I had never had this before. I'm giving it a shot, and I gave you my initial review. So yeah, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. So until next time, this is Evan at the Beer Approach. Thank you for watching.